this is our real first step. You like to buy some chocolate?
Chocolate bars, eh? You guys want to be good salesmen, right? A self-respecting candy bar salesman would be caught dead without one of these. So long, boys. Happy hunting.
Sucker.
Man, oh man, do I love me some good dealer markups. I love getting a car that was advertised for $30K and paying for $60,000. Man, what a great time. Hey guys, David here, and honestly, dealerships have gotten way out of hand, and I just wanted to talk about this. And I wanted to hear your guys' opinion on it as well. So first things first, leave in the comment section below what you think of dealer markups. And on my social medias, I asked you all for the craziest dealer markup stories that you have seen. And at the same time, we can talk about them and what my opinion is on them. The reason I'm bringing this up as a video topic today is a recent photo that went completely viral, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not surprised whatsoever when I saw this photo. It is for an allocation for a 2023 Corvette Z06. Chevy requires a $6,000 non-refundable deposit from the customer once your order is accepted by Chevrolet. Upon delivery of the 2023 Corvette to the customer, vehicle will be sold for $90,000 over sticker. And guys, I just wanna say to the internet, I'm so proud of you. The internet used its power for a force for good without being too crazy and essentially said, this is ridiculous. This might have been the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to dealer markups. At least I hope so. The Corvette Z06 is gonna be an exclusive car, but once you price it out of existence, it doesn't matter anymore. It's not the people's supercar anymore. But if you want to really get down to a more basic example, let's talk about the C8 in general. During the press release, the Corvette C8 was supposed to be $59,000 to $60,000 starting, somewhere around there. And honestly, if you found one on a dealership for like 65 or something along those lines, optioned out, that wouldn't have given a red flag. It'd be like, okay, it's just a little bit more expensive, sure. But I know a few people who got the first C8s and they paid $93,000. $93,000. That should be what the Z06s are. So this was the best example, and basically the dealership backed out due to backlash, and they said we're selling for MSRP. What was their justification for the markups? Well, their justification for the markups is, oh, well, if someone buys a car, they might immediately flip it right afterwards. I'm not a huge fan of people instantly flipping like really cool sports cars because I want people to buy these cars for the right reasons, like to actually drive them and enjoy them. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. Like, that's just how things go. If a car is advertised for $25,000, just as a number to throw out there, and you sell it for $65,000, don't you think that's a little bit of a problem? And I can tell you when I do press launches and drive new cars, the corporations are not happy about this. Most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, the dealerships are the people adding these markups. So let's go ahead and go through some of the examples that you guys provided and let's break them down. Before we move on with today's video, I just want to give a huge thanks to today's sponsor, Carly. Carly is an OBD2 scanner that works on all brands with an OBD2 port. And as you can see, it's very user-friendly and very simple to use. You can just get the scanner or the free version of the app, but you get a lot of value by buying the full app, which gives access to advanced features such as coding and the used car check. Carly saves users time and money since they can check their car for issues at home. Rather than having to run to another parts store or anything like that, you can just take the Carly and plug it right in, pull it up on your phone, and you're good to go. And with the Smart Mechanic feature, users can give you a detailed fault descriptions created by expert mechanics to see what they can repair themselves. That way you can kind of take things into your own hands and investigate what is going on with your car. And one of my favorite things about Carly is the live feed. You can get a speedometer and all that kind of stuff while you're driving down the road. And also I would like to add that instead of carrying around a clunky scanner, in your glove box or something, this is so easy just to have with you at all times, or just leave it plugged in. I think a good way to think of Carly is as a car companion. It lets you know what's going on and can give you live data in real time. So make sure to check out in the description box below for my discount code and the link to Carly's website to see what works for your car brand. And get 15% off your Carly purchase with the code ThatDudeinBlue until September 30th at bit.ly/ThatDudeinBlue Carly. Here's the other one that's been going viral. The 2023 Nissan Z Proto for $73,000. I can tell you, Nissan, I've driven the car, which I appreciate the invite, but it is not $73,000 of car. It just simply is not. All these car companies come out with these cars and then they wonder why they can't sell them. Focus RS MSRP'd somewhere around 32 off the top of my head. They tried to sell it for like 60, 65 grand. Honda Civic Type R, same exact thing happened. Shelby GT350 was supposed to be somewhere between like 48K to 52K. People are selling them for 70. The GT500 was supposed to be under 100 grand. I've never seen one for under 100 grand. And believe it or not, sometimes during these press events, I let the corporation know that this is happening, and they don't know. We have a 2004 blah buy for $28,000. Don't do that. So this is at an Audi dealership where my buddy works, and a $75,000 markup. $75,000. It's not even the same car. Do you not understand that when you add this big of a markup, that's a completely different tier? Go buy something else. Aaron posted a 2022 Bronco back in January for $94,000. $94,000. Okay, first of all, it's not even the Sasquatch package. Second of all, the Bronco is awesome, right? If I had to have a car right now for off-roading and stuff like that, it's fan-freaking-tastic. It is a cheat code of an off-road vehicle. I didn't get stuck a single time, rock crawling, all that stuff, and I'd never done it before. Not $94,000, definitely not. A 2022 Ford Mustang Mach 1 for $77,000. $77,600, by the way. Guys, no. This is a wake-up call, man. Like, people need to stop paying these prices. People need to stop going into these dealerships and going, sure, I'll pay 40 grand over sticker. Like, use your brain, man. The Mach 1 is way better of a car than I imagined it was going to be. Sorry, I talked kind of some trash about that car, but it was fantastic. Huge thanks to Ford for giving me a press one. However, to me, not a $77,000 car. You're getting close to Viper territory, or where, sorry, guess where the Gen 5 Viper used to be. Also, I want to share a very quick story. A friend of mine out in Oklahoma worked at a Ford dealership. I'm not going to disclose his name in case he gets in trouble for some reason. I don't think he will, but he actually quit his job after this. He spent 6 months selling a GT350R to a customer, and the customer was super about it. And then after the 6 months, the dealership marked it up by $30,000. My friend did all the work. He worked with the guy for 6 months. He ordered the car with him. He did all the hard work informing the customer why the car is great, why the car is special. Customer collected cars and he loved Mustangs. The guy ends up paying the 30 grand over sticker anyway. And you know how much they paid my friend for that sale? They tried to only pay him $1,000 in commission. He got $3,000. That's still absolutely ridiculous for how much time and work. So employees are getting absolutely screwed over too. It's just really sad. However, out of all the car brands, Ford is actually starting to crack down to where if you start pulling this stuff more and more and more and doing these massive dealership markups, they actually stop sending you allocations now, which I approve. Here's another Mach 1 for $83,000. Unbelievable. Brand new C8 Stingray for $160,000. At that point, go get that $90,000 Z06, or marked up Z06. Apparently the Z community is backlashing the Nissan dealership about that Nissan Z markup as well. Just an update. This one's my personal favorite. A RAV4 for $96,000. Not to mention it started at $49,000, which is already quite a bit, but $96,000 for a Toyota RAV4. And this tweet has a lot of weight to it. For a $40K dealer markup on a Toyota RAV4. Thank you, Tesla, for making the car buying process so much easier. Whether you like Tesla as a brand or not, you have to admit buying a car from them is really simple. It should not take 6 hours of your day to buy a product from a company. When I got my F-150, I was there for 6.5 hours. And I was already pre-approved. Like, my credit was good, everything was ready to rock, I had a good interest rate. Let's go, let's get it going. And lo and behold, of course, the dealership tried to add more stuff onto it and add another warranty and all that. It's like, guys, and this isn't me hating on all dealerships, I wanna make this extremely clear, but you have to understand that the dealership experience has to change or it will not be around much longer. Because I can tell you that enthusiasts in particular, if we could buy a car directly from the OEM, straight out of the factory, we would. I would never go to a dealership. The new GMC Hummer EV for $115,000. Now, we all kind of knew that the Hummer EV was going to be an expensive car, right? Some cars, you kind of assume they're gonna be like 100 grand. The Corvette Z06, I expected to be 100 grand. Like, that's kind of where I imagined it would be, like 90 to 120. That's where I thought it was gonna be. Because believe it or not, the C6 ZR1 way back in the day was like $112,000. So this has a $116,000 markup. $232,000. But I want to understand, I think you guys are getting the point of this video. There's a bunch more if you want to check them out. But the reason I wanted to talk about this today is that going back to this message of dealerships have to change. If the corporations don't get wind of this, the dealerships don't change. So keep reporting these crazy markups. Keep putting them on social media. I hate shaming people and I hate shaming businesses. But the thing is the $90,000 markup, I think, was finally enough for people to be like, okay, this is a legitimate problem. But then the other hand of the argument is cars are changing. Cars are gonna become assets, very much like when you collect other things or real estate even. Cars should not constantly keep being marked up by $100,000, $200,000. And I feel like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that. This video is very much obviously a rant and I know it's kind of disjointed and all over the place, but it's time to stop. It is finally time for us to speak up and be like, we're not paying these anymore. We're not paying these prices anymore. A car company, when they set their price, it should be at least around that price. It should never be double the price as advertised. That is false advertising. And if you wonder why your sports car is collecting dust at your dealership, maybe you should look in the mirror. Guys, on that note, what do you think about the crazy dealer markups? It's wild, I know. Make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps me out in this algorithmic world. And on that note, I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sorry that my schedule's been a little all over the place this year, but the Dodge Magnum thing really threw me, for a loop from how stressful that was. So just keep an eye out for more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys next time. Have a great day.